Hey guys, I'm gonna do a different kind of video today. I was inspired. I was on YouTube yesterday looking for a home remedy to get rid of pot marks and acne scars because I still have them from having acne for such a long time. I've suffered from cystic acne for so many years now, and I'm left with these pot marks. And while I was in search for this, I found these 3 videos made by Perfect Beauty and Diamond in Heels 14. I think Perfect Beauty's name is Daisy or Dazers 89, and Diamond in Heels is, her name is Cassandra. And I ran into their videos and I was inspired to make my own acne tag video. They have these questions that they answer. There's 8 questions, and I'm just going to answer them because I really think this is important to talk about. I love that they're beauty gurus and they use makeup to make themselves feel even more beautiful. And I love that. I love that they did that. And I'm going to share my acne story. I don't wear makeup. I'm not wearing any right now besides filling in my eyebrows a little bit, mascara, and some chapstick. I despise actually wearing makeup because of my acne scars. I think it makes it look worse. So enough about that. We're gonna get into the questions. The very first question is, when did you first get acne? And this is so funny because it feels like I've always had acne. I know I didn't, but it just feels like it's always been there on my face. And the earliest memories I can remember is probably 10 years old. They were just little marks on my forehead, my nose, and my chin area. I lived on Guam, so it might have been from the humidity or just climate, but I'm not sure. But it just started on my forehead, probably about 10 years old is when I noticed it. Question number 2, what are the first acne products you remember using? I remember using Oxy and Clearasil, and I remember washing my face constantly. My friends can contest to this. I would take my face wash to school even, and at lunch break I would wash my face at lunch. I didn't know that I was causing more damage and more oil production. I just thought my face was so greasy and oily, I have to make sure that I clean it. It's dirty. I was very uneducated when I was in middle school and high school, and I would go wash my face for such a mess. It would dry out my skin and it was terrible. Number 3, where did you get or where have you gotten acne, face, body, etc.? I only have acne on my face. And like I said, it started on my forehead when I was younger, and then it went down to my chin and my cheek area, and a little bit still on my forehead. But my blackhead acne turned into cystic acne when I became an adult. Okay, number 4 is, when did you start seeing a doctor, or did you? What did they recommend? I didn't start seeing a doctor until my late 20s. I was pretty poor growing up, so I couldn't go see a dermatologist. In my teens, I started to do some research on my own to find out what I could do for my skin without seeing a doctor. And in that research, I found that diet could change your acne. So I started eating healthier in my early 20s, and it did change my skin. I incorporated a probiotic, and it helped with my digestive tract because I was suffering from IBS at the time as well. And it's crazy because it's all pretty much linked. Whenever your belly is going through some inflammation, those toxins are going to show up somewhere, and mine happened to be on my face. So I researched a lot about my IBS and acne, and probiotics was a big thing for me that did help with my skin, and cutting out gluten and processed foods and sugars. So I cut those out as much as I possibly could before I got to see a doctor in my late 20s. And in my late 20s, the reason I went to see a dermatologist, I was at work and I was working in the military, and at the time I was taking x-rays, and this guy came in for an x-ray of his wrist, and I was taking an x-ray. We're really close. At the time I was wearing a little bit of makeup. I'm at work, you know, I want to be presentable. And he looks at me and he's like, "You need to come see me." And I don't know who he is, and I'm just like, "What? Excuse me?" And, "You need to come see me for your face." And I just about died. I choked up a little bit, and I know he can see that I got emotional, and still emotional for me today. But at this point my skin was clearing up because I was controlling it with my diet, but I did have hormonal acne, and I had this huge cyst, and it was obvious it was there, but I think he was more concerned about my resurfacing of my skin to help me with that. And that day changed my life, and the next day I scheduled an appointment to see the dermatologist. I went to go see him, and he put me on everything. He put me on doxycycline, minocycline, back trim. We tried everything. We even changed my birth control to a different kind of birth control that would help with my hormonal acne, and none of those things worked. We tried for 2 years, and he finally put me on Accutane. And the reason he wanted to do this was to calm my acne completely so he can do laser on my face. And you have to calm your acne to make sure it's not active to actually do laser, is what he explained to me. And we tried that, and it didn't work. It worked while I was on the Accutane. It was very drying and harsh and bad for it's bad for your body and kidneys, and the side effects of Accutane is horrible. And I knew it, but inside of me, I really wanted to get resurfacing done. So I did whatever I could to get that, and when I got off of it, a month later, my acne came back, and it came back worse. I had to wait a whole year to get back out on Accutane. So I did more research. I wanted to know what the heck was wrong with me. Why did Accutane work for so many people, but it wasn't working for me? So I did do more research, and I went from a pescatarian to a vegetarian, and changed a lot of my diet, cut out even more processed foods and things I didn't know that were harming my body or that had gluten in it. I made sure I was cutting out those foods, and I ate even more healthy. And it helped. It helped my breakouts a lot, and but it still wasn't good enough for laser. So that year passed, and I got back on Accutane. And this is horrible, and it sounds so vain and so narcissistic and shallow, that the reason I wanted to do that was to just look normal. I wanted people to see my face and see me, not my acne. I wanted people to stare at me and not notice my skin, because when I looked at people, I felt like that's all they saw was my acne. I got back off Accutane, and it came back. So he helped me with other things. I was on Retin-A to help with resurfacing because he couldn't do the microdermabrasion or laser. So he prescribed Retin-A gel, and supposedly it was supposed to help with taking off layers of my skin eventually during, throughout time. And maybe my pop marks are not as bad as it would have been, so I'm thankful for that. That was such a long answer, and I'm so sorry if you're completely bored with this. Number 5, what was the first time your skin was teased or brought up in conversation? Right away, like, I've always had issues with my skin. It seems like when I was a little kid, it was pointed out right away, like because I didn't have beautiful skin like everybody else that was 10 years old. It was pointed out right away. But what really hit home for me is I was in high school. I remember I think I was in the 9th grade, and this girl that was pretty popular told me I had a pizza face. And ever since then, I felt like I've had a pizza face. That moment in my life, it changed who I thought I looked like and who I thought I was. And ever since then, I felt like pizza face. And I think a part of me for the rest of my life is always going to see pizza face in the mirror. No matter what I do, I will always feel like pizza face. It's like, even to today, I will post a picture on Instagram or Facebook, and what really hurts is actually when somebody comments, "What app did you use to get your face to look so smooth?" It's like, wow. Do I use apps sometimes? Yeah, because who doesn't want to look beautiful sometimes? It's not me not owning up to my acne scars. It's me showing the best me I could possibly be. And for a moment, it makes me feel beautiful. So yeah, it's a little emotional for me, but even those small digs make me go back to that place in my life where I just felt like pizza face, no matter what. I will always be pizza face, I guess. All right, number 6. What over-the-counter product helped you the most? Okay, so over-the-counter products, what helped me the most? I use a lot of products that are actually natural. They're considered over-the-counter, I suppose, but what helps me the most is these 3 items here. Is tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is fantastic for my cyst. I believe in this so much. And coconut oil with a little bit of tea tree oil, and you put those on your cyst or pimple, not all over your face, but just those areas, and without dryness, without irritation, without making your face feel crazy itchy. These 2 things are definitely my holy grail items for my cyst and my acne. And another thing I have to point out is I do love this Mario Badescu buffing lotion. It is it has zinc in it and protein, and this definitely helps my cyst as well. If it's a huge one, I make sure that I put some of this on there, and it really helps with the time that the cyst is on my face. So I do love this product as well. So those are my actual holy grail products that are over the counter. I guess this is the over the counter one. And oh, so number seven is what natural product, treatment, regimen, lifestyle change helped you the most. So the natural product, again, is both the tea tree oil and the coconut oil that I actually put on my face. Those are natural products. And what I have noticed is that the peel of a banana, the potassium from the banana actually helps with large cysts. It actually helps with sunburn as well. And my sister introduced me to this, but yes, so the peel is a natural product, and you just put it on the cyst or the pimple and it helps go away. Treatment, regimen, lifestyle change. Like I said beforehand, I did change my diet, and my diet has changed significantly without processed foods. Guaranteed, if there is anything I can tell you today, if I can go back to that girl and tell her not to take Accutane, I'm telling you right now, don't go through Accutane. Don't do that mess. I just think it's huge to change your diet to taking out gluten, processed foods, sugars, refined sugars, and eating more raw and trying to go raw vegan. I know it sounds crazy, but if you are having problems with your skin still after trying drugs, trying anything that the dermatologist has prescribed to you, and you're still having problems with your skin, it may be something internal in your body. And I hope that you change your diet before you try Accutane. Because if it was me, and if somebody was telling me and looking me straight in the face, helping me, and told me not to take Accutane, at the time I probably would have been hesitant because I really wanted it to go away. But if somebody told me that my face could look better than it was when I was on Accutane, I would in a heartbeat not take Accutane. And I'm telling you right now, change your diet, change what you're eating. I found out that I have low acid in my belly, so my food doesn't break down properly. It wasn't just IBS that I had, it was low acid in my belly. So the reason that the kombucha was helping was because of the probiotics. It was helping my belly digest the food and helping everything be eliminated, and you're not absorbing those toxins, you're eliminating those toxins. And that was what is causing my cystic acne, that would cause my cystic acne till this day. So if I don't eat properly, I will know I will have a cyst on my face in a couple days. If I go off and eat something that's not good for me, that's processed, that's sugar, and has gluten, I know I will have a flare up because I'm flaring up in my belly. Things don't get processed properly in there, and it comes out in my face. So if you are still having problems after going to see a dermatologist, change your diet. Take out dairy. As soon as I took out dairy this last year, my face looks better than it was when I was on Accutane. I took out dairy, and I incorporated a vegan diet in my life and a lot more raw food, tons of water, tons and tons and tons of water, and lots of apples and fresh fruits and green juice. So yes, diet has changed my skin forever. And if I was talking to myself when I was 18 years old, I would say change your diet, Leilani. Best advice I can give you. And number 8, what is the biggest thing acne has done to you emotionally? It makes me emotional reading this. What has it done to me emotionally? I'm not a vain person, I'm not narcissistic, and I am not shallow. It's funny though, because when I look in the mirror, I still see pizza face, no matter what. And I can't help that. What I realized in my 30s is that if I can have a heart-to-heart talk with the girl that was in her 20s, or even in my teens, I would tell her that she is not her acne. She is not those scars. She is not those pimples that are on her face. She is beautiful because she's beautiful inside. And that's so cliche, that's so cheesy to say, but it is the truth. And these are my scars. Do I always want to try to make them, fade? I do. Because I want people to see me, see who I am. But what if my acne was even worse than it was, and it changed the whole structure of my face? What if I was burned in a car accident? What if? There's always a what if, and it's always can be worse. What my acne has taught me is to be grateful. To be grateful for what I have, and to accept myself for who I am, because my acne is not me. It's part of me, but it is not who I am, and it doesn't make up if I am beautiful or not, because I'm beautiful from the inside out, and that is what my acne has taught me. I just want to share that with you because I wish somebody shared it with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope whatever I said today was informative for you, and I hope they help you, because all these things have helped me, and I just wanted to share that. And I just wanted to thank Daisy and Cassandra for sharing their videos, because I don't think I would have had the nerve to actually post something about my acne. I know you watch my videos and you can see my scars, but it's hard for me to talk about it. And I think this was a great way to express what I wanted to say about my skin and my journey with my skin. And I just hope you liked my video. I know it was long, and it's continuing to be longer and longer, and you're already probably done watching this, but thank you. Thank you for watching this, and I hope I have enough balls to upload this and share it with the world. And yeah, so have a great day. Bye.